Oh, okay.
Yeah, guys.
Oh, we've heard nothing from Leafy. Okay.
Switch my. I'm gonna switch my later devices, so I'll be out a bit.
Okay. And you guys are heading through the main part of town. And can everyone roll perception for me, please?
Oh, for God's sakes.
This is gonna be fun.
19.
I'm actually having problems with the website this time. Let's go.
Ooh, 21.
Let's see if I can roll it just to. It's not letting me roll. Come on, reload the page.
That's not good.
Alright, I can interact with everything else. Okay, it's rolling now. 20.
Do you want me to roll for
perception?
Yes.
Yeah, just roll perception, please. Anyone else?
Oh, everyone rolled so high.
I know. I'm like, yeah, you guys following the detective quite hardly out of the city. He hasn't really given you guys a chance to ask what on earth is going on. And you guys go past a very familiar wizard merchant who is sitting there with her wares. And she's just like watching you guys as you start to go past her. And yeah, this was the person who... Yeah, you wink at her. And yeah, she kind of looks at you and she winks back. As you pass.
Yeah, can you roll everything for me?
Yeah, I can give it a roll.
Everything. Just roll it.
Yeah, and most of you, except for Glitch, have noticed her just at the side of the street, just selling things. Is anyone else doing anything?
I'm just passing by.
Are we following the detective?
Yeah,
we're following the detective.
Yeah, but you can
So
probably
it's
stop
not giving us a chance to
if
really
you want
explore.
to.
No, we'll come back to the merchant later.
Yeah,
We don't have any money anyway.
Pair of magic daggers.
Yeah, that was the person who sold you guys the magic daggers and stuff. Hades, you doing anything, or are you guys continuing on?
He's just observing his surroundings.
Well, Hades didn't meet her.
Yeah, you most definitely see this strange merchant along the side of the street, Hades, who's selling some strange but interesting wares.
Can I observe these wares?
Yeah, you can go over to them. Roll perception for me, please.
Please be good.
Not bad.
They've got some strange
Not the worst.
items. They've got a crystal ball. They've got like a small pouch, and you can have a look inside. This pouch has a couple of like orbs which look like they had smoke in it. There's around 8. There's a couple of different amulets and a bunch of other various sorts of equipment.
Can I try and observe the balls of smoke?
The smoke.
Try and identify what they are.
The smoke
The little
continues
balls in the bag.
to swirl in it, and that's pretty much all you see. There's like these small little balls, all different colours, and they've just got smoke inside. Nothing more, nothing less.
I have a strange feeling those balls are pretty important.
The smoke bomb.
They might be, they might not be.
How much are these balls of smoke?
I would say maybe I'll go 8 silver.
Shut up and take my money. I drop down 1 gold coin, take the bag, and walk away.
And she's like, thank you very much, and just puts the whole coin away without even trying to give you the old 2 extra silver. And the teacher
just waste all of our money.
Should not give her extra money.
Don't tell me that. How much did he just pay for that night?
He
How much
paid a
did he
whole
just pay?
Just
gold.
an
Two silver. Yeah,
Just
he
an
paid
extra
two
Oh,
silver.
good.
Yeah, so he paid 2 silver extra.
You should not give that
Alright,
person extra
alright.
money.
That's a
She
tip.
does not need extra money at all.
How
Nope.
much did that? God's sake.
She's the last person that needs extra money.
Alright, I'm gonna switch devices.
It's still a little tip, so I'm just gonna put a pocket of smoke in my pocket.
Yeah,
There's an
and
album
at
that
the-
needs less.
add the
Too
pouch
very just
of 8 of the smoke balls into your inventory, please, Hades.
I'll model with
You
I'll
got
model
it.
myself browse too. What is it that's on the shop, on the item, the menu?
What was that? Sorry, Iden?
What's on the shop?
Well, as I said
The
before,
item?
you had like the amulets, the little pouch that Hades brought, some various different weapons, couple amulets, just some strange items in general.
Take that out later. Good. I'm gonna use detect magic, but later.
Yeah, so you're gonna.
Is the detective waiting for us, or is he just continue walking?
He's turned back by now, and he's like, "Come on, we don't have enough time to be dawdling. Come on."
All right. I'll come back later on, and I continue following the detective.
Hades, what are you doing?
I shall walk back towards the group, happy with my pouch of 8 mini balls.
And yeah, you guys can continue following the detective out. And as you guys walk out like the front gates, he's like, "We only have a couple days to get there, and we're kind of running out of time before the eclipse." He just says as he continues walking at a fairly brisk pace ahead of the group.
I'll follow along while looking around to see if there's any ambush or some shit.
Yeah, roll perception, please, Iden.
And I guess guidance too.
Yep.
Alright, 22, and just in case, +3, so 26. Wait, is my math right? No, 25.
25. Is anyone else doing anything?
Hades shall pull out his pouch and start observing even more, because he's confused on why he bought it.
Is it a lunar or solar eclipse?
Lunar
Do I
eclipse.
have to roll history for that? Okay, just get it for free, thank you.
It's lunar eclipse. They do worship Selune after all.
Wait, so I worship. Hey, do you really worship Lunatic?
I do not know anything about gods in D&D.
So I worship Lunatic.
Okay.
So, Iden, you worship Selune, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah. So, what are your thoughts about this? Have you heard
So
of
what's
this?
the main deal? I'm sort of confused a bit. Is the sorceress a worshipper of Solune, or are they another different group?
Well, it just tends to be mostly wizards, sorcerers, just more the magic type that tend to worship Selune at the ritual. It's
No.
yeah.
Ah, okay.
Sorry if.
So they are a worshipper of Solune. The people we're after.
No, not the people we're after. The people we're after are a strange group of adventurers who've been wandering around. They're just.
Okay, I just need to get.
Yeah, they're all odd. We're keeping an eye out for them specifically, not the actual followers of Selune themselves. We're normally invited
Well-
to this event as a group, but unfortunately, Elif is fairly busy with the crazy going on, so she can't come. Anyway, we should keep going. And he kind of leads you along this sort of rugged path, kind of underneath this sort of broken cliff. Well, it's just mostly stone that kind of overhangs this path, and to your right you've got the stones and the water of the lake near Kiliad. that you guys are kind of following around. Okay, so if you guys, how quickly are you trying to follow him? Are you trying to keep up with his fairly breakneck pace? Or
Yes, just like
I
just
mean,
almost stepping on his heels.
I do that,
I
but
mean,
in the ethereal realm, so I don't trip.
I'm a pretty big dude, so I'm just gonna take long steps.
yeah, how are you doing? How are you moving, Klitsch? Well, you guys are just
Glitch has glitched out the universe.
Yes, it seems so. As you
As
guys
usual.
continue following Libero, just the wizard, as he just continues on, there seems to be like a fallen tree in a way, and he just vaults right over it, and the rest of you can fairly easily follow, except for Riri. You're gonna struggle with this because it's a fairly large tree, and you can't just quickly vault over it like the
Tiny.
rest.
Sure.
So Riri, can you roll? Let's go athletics,
Acrobatics?
please.
Athletics,
Oh.
okay. That's a nat
Okay.
20.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and you
Why
just
do I
literally
crit on
jump
my
right over
lowest,
this.
like,
Can
least
he use
useful
help?
things?
He jumps higher than the rest of us.
Yeah,
I
Hades,
take 1d4.
Hades
I take
goes,
1d4 full damage.
Hades goes to help, but Riri just jumps right over for it. And Hades is just left there stunned as this little goblin just keeps going forward.
I reappear in the material plane and say, not bad, and I disappear back.
But yeah, you guys continue following the detective, and can everyone please roll a constitution save?
I can't
Including
say
me?
No.
Confirm you, man.
That is a 22,
Oh,
yeah.
this is stamina
Oh.
check.
Roll what? Roll what? Roll what?
Fuck! A
Constitution?
9.
12.
What?
Yeah.
12 is good.
And
Yeah, a con save. Chant save.
Hold
Hey,
on.
wait, a
Oh,
check or save?
Alarif is typing.
Oh, Goliath is back.
Oh,
Yeah,
a check.
Alarif.
Wait, is
Holy
it check or a save?
Oh, he's typing.
40, fuck.
Oh, it's the same anyway.
Oh, well.
Why is everyone...
Yeah,
What's the
Wait,
time? Aiden, you and Leafy share a time zone, right?
It's like an hour or two difference, maybe.
Okay.
Who shares the
It's
time zone
like
here?
it's in my 252, so it's around 152 or 352. I forgot, is it a plus
Yeah.
or minus?
Yeah.
I think...
It's afternoon, more or less.
Yes.
Okay.
yeah, it's like 252 here too. Notice.
Yeah, I forgot that they don't have like an actual holiday over there.
I
Because
don't
we've got
too.
holiday. It's a Monday for me, and it's a holiday.
Yeah.
everyone
Double
over here.
pay.
It's
Bro,
a
double
Monday
pay.
and a holiday for me.
Yeah, and
It is
it's a holiday
double
for
pay
everyone
is
else,
so good.
so I've kind of got that. Larry would have school, which is kind of sad. I'll get him
Yeah.
up to speed for a bit.
Mm.
But yeah. So
Bro,
you
double
guys.
pay is good.
Yeah.
But you guys can continue on as Aiden, as you're following, you feel just kind of slow and sluggish as you're quickly falling behind the rest.
Right?
I
And-
reappear back and say, fuck. This druid body does not meant for this. And I cough.
And it's definitely
And
quite
if
late.
we take a break, come on, guys.
Yeah,
I mean, if
everyone-
you want to go, I can take a break and transform.
Yeah, you guys are definitely exhausted by now. You don't have like the extensive training that Libera seems to have as they kind of continue forward. And Libera eventually stops at this small little clearing, and there's kind of a couple rocks that kind of overhang onto the lake, just some flat ones. It's like, we've gotten far enough for one night. We can rest. And you can all see like the moon up in the sky, close to full, but not entirely full.
I spend 30 minutes praying to Sel.
Yeah.
and then I fall asleep.
Yeah, and he's just sitting on the rock, just looking out over the water. Is anyone going to sleep as
Hey.
well?
What time is it?
I'm gonna. It's two. We're out in the open, and we're doing a long rest or a short rest.
Yeah, you can.
Long.
It's out in the open, but you guys can do a long rest.
Okay, so I'm gonna go up to was it Liberua?
Yep.
Libra.
Yeah, Libra. And ask him about guard shifts and offer to take the first shift.
I'll take the first shift. Don't worry about it. I'm fine.
Two people should take the shift.
Okay.
I shout.
Take the
And with
shift. I'll
that-
do it. I'll do it.
Easy.
No, you can
Oh.
take the next one. Glitch if you want to. Why?
Oh, right side.
I'll take the last shift.
Yeah.
Right?
I'll take the one after you.
Yeah. So bye. You can take the next one if you want to.
Right.
And he continues just staring out over the water, looking at the glowing moon.
Okay. And with that, I'm gonna get my backpack off. Like uncrunch my like bedroll so it's like in the bag, and then just jump in my bag, and then try to close it slightly.
Yeah, you just jump in your bag, and there's literally just
Yeah.
a bag sitting on this rock now.
There's just a goblin bag.
Yeah.
I'll take the bag. Fuck, no.
Yeah.
Not a...
So
I'll take the last shift.
yeah, Aiden, what are you doing? You're just sleeping in the ethereal realm.
I'll reappear because I'm afraid a storm's gonna come. I'll reappear in the material.
Yeah. And Hades, what are you doing? As Libro just kind of sits there watching.
Hades is gonna look for a nice spot to do some worship, particularly with an instrument.
Yeah,
no.
it takes
Oh, God.
it takes you a little bit, but you find a rock a little bit further away where you can start playing the bagpipes. But you play some smooth and calming music.
Yes, smooth and calming music. Yes,
The bagpipe. God.
it's a
Yeah.
bagpipe based with smooth kind.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sit next to Hades, just listening.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting next.
And can you roll a d20, please, Glitch?
Sure.
No distraction check.
What? Yeah, what for?
A distraction check.
In case I slip off?
You might get distracted.
Yeah, good luck.
Okay.
Like the wolf thing. Or the panther.
Do you need me to roll Glitch?
How bad? 14. All right.
13?
Yeah, 14.
14, and you're just like listening to the music, and your head just kind of slowly goes to drift off, but you just barely manage to stay awake for around 30 minutes before you eventually drift off to sleep with Hades still playing the bagpipes.
That's kind of cute.
Hades falls asleep while playing the bagpipes.
Hades is going to fall asleep while playing the bagpipes.
That's kind of
Yes,
cute.
due
That's
to
cute.
such intense meditation at his monastery, he has learned to control his body even in his sleep,
Yeah, and,
especially those bagpipes.
and yeah,
That's kind of cute though, like that scene.
you guys fall asleep completely just on the rock, and everyone takes a long rest.
Oh, I got my spells.
Yeah,
1,
And-
2.
nothing really strange happened during the night, but you guys, especially you, Bai and Hades, you get woken up by Libra as he's just finally found you, and he's like, "Come on, let's get moving." And everyone else, you guys are probably already awake from Libra just kind of like giving you a bit of a nudge.
I'm on the last shift, so yeah, I'm gonna be awake.
Yeah, you're already awake, Aiden. And he goes back onto the path and starts continuing off. And this and now the path side kind of diverges to the left as you guys can continue into the woods.
Continue.
Yeah, and can everyone make a perception check for the day, please?
Sure.
Can I do it with guidance or no?
8.
No, this is just a base
10.
check.
Natural 1!
Let's
Let's
Yeah,
go!
baby! Our luck is run out.
Oh, my luck's pretty terrible as well.
Oh no.
Yeah,
That's what happens when you crit on jumping a log.
Yeah, that
So-
went too good to shit.
you guys are walking past, and you go kind of past like another
Yeah, can you roll a
clearing.
perception check for me?
It's a little bit rough, a little bit muddy, a little bit dirty, some rocks stick out. And as you guys are walking, Barrow's taking the lead as before, you see just behind you, I believe it's Hades, you see kind of the slinking motion in the mud. Basically, the mud is moving.
Oh,
Oh.
shit.
And only
I
Hades
should-
knows.
I should probably go inform others.
Yes, maybe. But it's quite
Probably
slow.
the wind.
Yeah,
It'll be fun.
It's nothing but the wind.
True.
I turn to the sleeping bar next to me and just gently lay them down and walk up to the main group, informing them of my discovery.
yeah. Have you just been
It's
carrying a
just the
sleeping
wind.
by as you've walked?
That's cute. That's cute.
Yes, I'm just casually cradling them in my arms.
Yeah,
It's just
you,
the wind,
you
guys.
can definitely walk over to the rest of the group and tell them what you've seen.
As I say, it's just the wind. I look back and properly see.
Yeah, you
Nah, I
see.
I just turn around and go, there's a snake, I'm gonna kill it. Jump in the mud and just swing down the axe. I'm gonna
Yeah,
die.
roll to hit, Riri.
Roll what, sorry?
Roll to hit,
Go ahead.
please.
I roll to hit. It's gonna kill me.
Yes.
That's a 17.
Oh,
A 17, and you hear this kind
I'm
of...
reckless attacking, so it cancels out the disadvantage.
okay.
Yeah, so this is sort of like a strange sort of squirming noise that you kind of hear as you strike your axe down into the mud. And as you look around, you can see some of the baked earth from the sun start to crack as this massive tentacle bursts out of the ground, and it's going to
Fuck!
attack.
It's hentai!
Yeah, it's going to attack Aiden, who's got the lowest
What?
perception
How far
score.
away? God damn it.
And
Just,
and as it
that's
can I get a
that's not a snake.
can I get a contested strength check, please, Aiden?
Me? Contested strength? That's
Yes.
grand. Time to roll
Sorry,
with...
I wasn't.
Oh,
that
a
was why
12,
wasn't
but I have
attacking.
disadvantage. That's a 7.
Yeah, and luckily for you, it rolled fairly low, a 2.
Oh,
And
shit.
you just managed to slip out of this tentacle as you're left in the middle of this murky, muddy ground with the rest of the group, who is now staring at the mud cautiously.
Wait. So the creature haven't revealed itself, unless except for a tentacle?
Mm. So what was that? Sorry,
Wait, did the 17 miss?
it missed.
No,
well,
so
you
the
hit
creature...
it, but it hasn't come out yet.
So the creature hasn't revealed
Oh.
it.
No, it hasn't really
Oh, okay.
revealed itself except for the tentacle.
Okay, I walk
Like the
30 feet.
tentacles at. Yeah, okay.
I walk 30 feet away and blast it with Ethereal Blast.
Did it like sink back into the ground? Like after it attacked
Yeah,
Iden?
it came up and sunk back down to the ground. And Aiden, can I get enough contested strength check for you as you try to move? And it's difficult terrain, so 15 feet of movement speed as well.
God damn it. Ooh, that's a 7.
Gosh, I keep getting 2s. I got another 2.
Yes!
And you just quickly start making your way through the mud, but you're starting to sink quite rapidly as you attempt to move through it. And your legs are starting to get fairly muddy and completely drenched with mud. And the rest of you, can I get strength checks from all of you?
Alright. I'm
Oh
still
my.
asleep, right? Checking.
Let's do
Everyone
it.
is
Yeah, you're
awake.
still asleep.
Strength checks.
Really?
Should I just
Yeah, strength checks.
Yeah.
doing it?
Yeah,
I got
boss is
16.
casually curled up in my arms.
You're
Why am I
raging?
getting? I'm getting 17. Alright, that's good enough. Fuck.
And yeah, you guys all avoid it because I rolled another 2.
My god, it's a 2 curse.
Yeah, it's around there 2 curse and Libra rolled 4. And you
God is
guys
with us.
just avoid these
getting
tentacles coming
17,
up
so
from the
that's nice.
floor as you guys slowly begin sinking in this newly cracked, because the surface of the dirt's been cracked, you guys start sinking into the mud beneath of it. So,
Well,
So we're slipping
how,
into the mud.
how far is it until we reach the non-mud area?
I would say probably around 60 feet in all directions.
So is this like a mangrove with like trees and stuff?
It's mostly like the section's like a small clearing, if anything. There's some trees around and it's a little bit mossy and a little bit soft, the ground around it, so you can assume it's fairly muddy for maybe a lot further out than what you can actually see.
So we're sinking, right?
Yeah, you
slowly
guys are
sinking?
slowly just kind of sinking into this mud, and it's making it difficult to move.
Then I'll continue on running away from the mud.
Yeah, and you make it around. Are you trying to sprint? Or.
Yes.
Yeah, you can continue sprinting out, and you get to like 40
Dash.
feet out this time, and then 45 feet
Alright.
out. And yeah, you're still stuck here, and you can't really see this creature except for the tentacles sometimes going up to try and grab some players. And Riri, what are you doing?
I climb the tree and then ready my javelin for the next time it comes out.
Yeah, roll
Please just
acrobatics at
me on top of
disadvantage.
his head or some shit.
Acrobatics with disadvantage?
Yes, please get up into the traces. You're half stuck.
Okay. That is a nat 1.
And at 1, and
Yep.
as you go to climb this tree, this tentacle comes up and starts swamping the tree, and it drags you. It manages to clip onto your leg with its tentacle and drag you down closer to the mud. As you're holding onto this like tree for dear life, you get slowly sucked further into this mud.
Does it do damage?
It hasn't seemed to have done any damage whatsoever yet.
I would like it to do damage. Okay.
And
You lose your age.
next is Hades and Bai. What are you two doing?
Is Bai still
What's
asleep?
my rage?
Bai, have you woken up yet?
The shock should woke him up. Unless he's dead.
I'm still
Like,
just,
how's a deep sleeper are you?
You got poisoned to this sleep?
Like half awake, just like confused, staring around.
Yeah,
Just woken up.
you've just woken up in Hades' arms, and yeah, you're looking around, and everyone's in a bit of a panic. You got Aiden going off in one direction. You've got Libra, who's just like trying to avoid all these tentacles whilst trying to make his way out in another direction to Aiden. You got Riri, who's trying to climb this tree but's getting dragged into the mud. And what are you two doing behind Hades?
Well, I see Riri's idea, so I throw Bai over my shoulder and attempt to climb a tree.
Yeah, roll at disadvantage, please.
It's not a good idea.
This is not good. Yeah, I
So
was just about to say.
I'm gonna help
What?
Hades by like stabbing my greatsword and into like a tree or something and try climbing it.
Yeah, you can try climbing it yourself, but I would get You're at just normal, but disadvantage for Hades on acrobatics checks.
And what the
Oh,
fuck I'm
fuck.
doing?
Mm,
Your
There
name
it
is so
is.
goddamn long.
14.
14.
14.
Yeah, and you start making your way up, and this tentacle tries to wrap around you, but you manage to shake it off off your foot as you continue to climb into this tree. And Glitch, what are you? Did you roll for acrobatics yet?
We just roll for acrobatics a second. Acrobatics. Shit. Okay. Roll for acrobatics. 17 again. Go ahead.
Yeah, and you start climbing up this tree. You're a little bit further up than Hades, and you guys are just chilling in this tree. And Libera's still on the ground, and as you guys watch, he's just trying to dash to another tree like the rest have done. Well, pretty much everyone has done, but he gets grabbed by this tentacle and he starts sinking further into the mud, probably around waist deep. And Aiden, what are you doing?
So I have enough movement to get out of the mud right now.
Around out of the mud that you can see, yes.
All right. Can I do a thing, an action?
Yeah, you've got enough movement to be able to do an action.
All right. And then I'm going to aim it at the tentacle. I'm going to shoot an ethereal ice blast so it doesn't sink in fully. I'm aiming at the detective, so the claw
Okay.
can't reach in the bottom.
Yeah, roll to hit, please.
That's a 6. This is a natural 1.
And you go to kind of fire this blast at it, but it completely avoids it, but it does hit the mud, and the mud kind of starts to freeze over. And Libra quickly uses that opportunity to kind of use it to pull himself a little bit up out of the mud. And Riri, what are you doing?
So I'm getting yanked out of a tree. Am I getting dragged into the mud by the tentacle?
Yes, you
Yes.
are.
Okay, restrained is just 0 speed, right?
Yeah. Is it a grapple or is it?
Yeah, is
I
it
think
grapple
it's-
or
Yeah.
restrained?
It's grapple.
It's a grapple, so 0 speed.
Okay, so grapple's just 0 speed. Sweet.
Yeah.
Then I
You can break
guess. Yeah, I'm not gonna break out. Nah. Drowning's fun. Okay. I have a con of +5. I have a con save of 5. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I can't drown.
No, it won't.
I can't drown. It'll be fine. So
Sure.
I'll just do the good old great axe attack.
Oh no.
Does a 19
Yeah.
hit?
And you slash down at this tentacle, and you can hear this kind of shriek as this broken part of the tentacle falls off into the mud.
No.
And the kind of broken part just kind of starts wiggling around as if it can no longer find you.
So he's free.
Alright, since I don't have my great sword, I'm literally standing on it. Can I just like try unarmed strike, just grab this tentacle and try ripping it off?
Yeah, roll to hit, please. You're still in the tree, and there's just a tentacle just climbing up the tree.
Yeah. Roll the hit.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
like roll 20?
Yeah, roll the unarmed strike. So roll a d20 plus 6 for you.
There's an unarmed strike thing.
16. Alright, good.
16, and you manage to just kind of grip it and roll damage, please, or just say damage.
Roll damage? Fuck
Yeah, it should be 5 for you, actually. I'll just run it at that, so it should be 5 damage.
Yeah.
And you just kind of grip it and give it just like a couple of like punches. It slinks a little bit down, but doesn't really
Hold up.
continue further.
My friend's calling me. I'll be back in a bit.
Okay. And Hades, what are you doing?
Okay, how closely packed are the trees?
They're fairly like wide apart. You'd have to go either try to make a leap, but potentially fall back into the mud, or you can try and make your way back onto the mud to try and get out.
I shall attempt to jump out of a tree.
Right?
Okay.
Grab
Can I
onto
try
it.
try catching him?
So you gotta
Yes,
try and
we can.
jump onto Hades by and jump over to the other side.
Just
together.
just try catching him. Make sure he doesn't fall or some shit. Case.
You'd have to be on the other tree to do that.
Alright, yeah, true. Whatever.
So Hades,
She's
roll
doing the power
acrobatics.
kick.
Roll acrobatics, please. And how heavy are you?
Fuck. How much can I lift?
Pretty heavy, which is not gonna go well.
Yeah, I would
Can I
agree.
even lift?
As you go and run, you jump onto this other branch and it snaps underneath your weight and you fall into the mud. And this tentacle starts to wrap around you.
Has it constricted my arms yet?
Can I pull him
no,
up?
it's mostly your chest. It's mostly wrapped around your chest and trying to pull you down that way.
Can I reach for him and try pulling him up?
Well,
You're probably too high
I-
from where you are on the tree.
I have another idea.
Okay.
I grab the tentacle and attempt to rip it in half. Not off me. Just try and rip the thing.
Roll strength, please.
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah, you tried to rip the thing
That's
apart,
one.
but that's that one, and you're not ripping this thing apart. And it continues
That's
just
grand.
trying to drag you deeper, and you have to
Okay,
take one last breath before you're
I leap
beneath
off the
surface.
I'll freeze
I
off
leap
the
off the tentacle. I leap off the tentacle that I just like sort of killed. Come down. I kind of want to hit this really badly.
I'll assist Riri by freezing off the party's about to hit.
Whatever.
Don't miss.
No, I will. Okay, that's an 18.
Yeah, so
Okay.
yeah, that definitely hits. Roll damage.
Okay. Roll damage.
Can I attack it too?
Since it's out of combat, do I still get rage? Did I lose rage?
You lose rage, buddy.
Did I lose rage?
Rage doesn't work.
Technically,
It's outside of combat. So
yeah, technically we're
I
outside of
lose rage?
combat. And this is
did I
mostly-
lose rage?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say so, unfortunately.
Okay, so
Unless-
that's just an 11 then.
Yeah.
Unless you have constant rage.
Yes.
Which you gain way later on.
Yeah, but
Constant
you
rage,
still
yes.
just decapitate this whole thing, just barely missing Hades in the process. And Hades, you're still stuck in this mud.
And now we're even for the bridge. And then just like smirks up at him. And now we're even for the bridge.
Am I the
Oh.
only one that's not stuck?
Yeah,
Hades
you're
is,
I'm out of the mud.
Hey, DM, do you remember what I said about the other Hades?
Oh yes, I do remember what you said about the other Hades.
Oh, good, because he's gonna search for any tentacle in sight.
Well, you got the
Already?
man climbing up the tree after glitch in your sight, but you're stuck in mud.
Oh, he's...
Can I shoot off one too?
Yeah, you can try shooting at the one that's going up the tree.
Alright. Come on. This is 13.
Yeah,
Alright.
and you go to try and shoot at it, but it quickly swirls around the tree, using the tree as a way to block your blast. And the blast just kind of hits the tree, smoking. It continues to chase
Freezing.
a certain glitch, and Liberal is going to try and attack his own one, and he takes out his ice knife and literally just uses it as some sort of dagger to slash into this very strange kind of tentacle. And yeah, he just quickly slashes it off him before using the tree to try and pull himself up out of the mud.
Hmm?
And yeah, Bai, what are you doing with this last tentacle?
Probably gonna try like climbing a branch, just
Hit
grabbing
it.
my sword, so like out of the tree and just trying to slash the tentacle.
Yeah, roll to hit, please.
That's a
This
D20,
is
right?
just the tentacle. That's the reason.
Sure. What the
You're
fuck
using
do
a
I
great
have?
sword, right? Use your great sword thing.
Right there. You go.
The main body hasn't yet shown, right?
Fine. Fuck.
Yeah, you
Wash.
you miss as the tentacle continues to climb up the tree, and contested strength, please, bye.
Oh no. Make a strength check.
It should be fine.
18.
18, and unfortunately, it finally broke its last streak with that 20, and it grips you and quickly yanks you out of the tree right into the mud. And you're kind of struggling
How much?
there.
How much am I sinking right now? Is it like?
Probably around just up
Fine.
to your thighs.
All right, so I can take my legs off. Huh? Okay.
Yeah, but it's kind of difficult. And what is everyone doing, Hades? What are you doing?
I'll
Try
shooting it
doing
off.
that climbing.
So Hades is still stuck in the mud, yes?
Yep.
Well, he sees a tentacle,
Yeah, he does
and
see
he's
it.
going to attempt to escape and attack the tentacle.
Can I get dexterity saving throw, please?
Dexterity save.
Yes, please.
You're a monk.
The good stuff.
17.
Yeah.
And you pull yourself out of the mud and charge at this tentacle with your sword, great sword. You're just like, "Roar!"
Don't have anything. I've got a quarterstaff.
Quarterstaff. You're still going at this thingy. I don't have the notes for that
Oh,
yet.
shit.
I'm gonna lose my legs in this one.
Roll-
I'm just gonna try climbing out. Fuck.
Yeah.
I'm gonna lose my legs, but hey, whatever.
Roll to hit, Hades.
I shall first hit with this.
Yeah, and that hits.
One.
So I'm going to first of all poke the damn thing to
Yeah.
take 7 damage.
And you give it a good whacking, and quickly it retreats back into the mud. And now all the tentacles have vanished.
Those are some big snakes.
So
He starts punching the ground, trying to get it.
I'm
Yeah,
going to
you just
use-
keep punching the ground. It's
No,
gone.
he just walks over and just like you gotta wait till it moves. Like you can't let them think that there's something there. You gotta wait for them to get back up. They're like worms. You let out a bit of water, get them up, and then you just get them all and you start fishing. It's great.
Hades just turns to him and goes, "Shut up, bitch," and continues whatever he's doing.
Before they all sink to death, I'm going to shoot off a bunch of ethereal blast, ice mode, and make a pathway to safety.
Yeah, you can just literally blast like a whole heap, and Libero's gonna come out and help you out with his noble swarm. And you guys, between you two, you managed to freeze this massive area for the group to try and make their way out of.
And it's just this like shattered
Oh,
part
legs are still
of Hades.
Yeah.
Bitch.
And just as a note, don't forget that all my attacks are ice, so I don't really have a choice in that matter.
Yeah. All your attacks
I don't have
are
any
ice.
special attacks. There
Yeah.
you go. I don't
Ethereal
have any
Blast
special
is Ethereal Blast a cantrip?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And Libero is going to go over to Bai and hold out his hand to try and see if Bai would like some help getting out.
Yeah. Grabbing it.
Meanwhile,
I don't know how to
I'll
get new legs,
heavily
but I'm gonna grab it.
Dexterity
I heavily
saving advantage,
observe the
please,
mud.
Mitch.
Alright, dexterity check, alright.
save. Meanwhile, I'll heavily look at the mud to see if
Alright,
there's
good
any
enough.
movement.
17.
Yeah, and
Getting
you
17's right.
you quickly make your way out of the thing and you guys can continue on. But before long, along the track, you find another puddle of mud and Yeah, it's probably not a good idea to transverse through it. Even
So
Come on, Libra. What's the challenge? It's just some snakes. We fought snakes before.
We've already lost so much time. I prefer if we went round, even though it might take longer.
you can just ice blast the pathway
Yeah.
and run quick.
You're gonna make an ice pathway and run
Make sure
through
we
it?
don't. Make sure we don't slip.
No, I'm gonna do it if everyone agrees. Well, I can just go to the ethereal plane now, so I'm totally safe.
I'm going round, and Leroy heads off around the left to try and see if he can find a way around this mud pool.
I'll follow him, and me IRL gonna take a break for a while. Yeah, let's be back in like 5 minutes.
Yep. So yeah.
Oh, sorry, I got distracted for a bit. What just happened?
So basically, you come across another mud pit. Aiden's taking a break now, and Leroy is going around the left side to see if he can find a way around.
Okay. I'm gonna get how many javelins do I have? Okay, I have 3 javelins. Let's lose a few more javelins. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get 2 javelins. I'm gonna throw them into the mud, just kind of disrupt it slightly, just like in a straight line from where we're going, just to sort of get a general idea of what's in the mud.
You tossed your javelin into the mud, and it starts sinking quickly.
I have to make a check for that.
No check. It's easy.
No, it's like far into it. Well, it's like, is it 60 feet again? Is it 60 feet across again?
It's further. This time it's around 150 feet.
Okay, yeah. So I'll throw one like 30 feet ahead of us, and then one about 80 feet ahead of us.
It's fairly easy to hit this because it's a large target, this big pool of mud. And you quickly throw them in, and your first one, it sinks a bit, but the second one, as you're watching, this massive tentacle quickly snaps up, grabs it, and tugs it under the mud, and you see a couple large bubbles appear on the surface.
Did Hades rejoin the group, or is he still punching mud?
Oh, Hades is watching, and he is shaking in anger.
Look, that snake doesn't have eyes. That doesn't seem normal. I love the 8 intelligence
Hades just casually cracks his neck and knuckles, grabs his staff, and starts wandering into the mud.
Okay.
I follow Hades and I follow Hades and get the first javelin I threw.
Yeah, you manage to just eventually retrieve this. And Hades, since you're the one who's walking in first, I need a contested strength test, and this mud is deeper, so at disadvantage.
Strength?
Yep, strength.
A strength check?
Yeah, strength check at disadvantage.
I'm out of the mud, right?
Yeah. We're just walking into the mud.
You're out of the
A fucking 20, bitch.
And yeah, you continue walking as you feel this kind of tentacle wrap around your legs and attempt to pull you down. It's definitely slowing your progress, and as you continue to wade deeper into this pool, the mud slowly starts creeping up your body, and it slowly gets above your waist and is starting to threaten to get towards your chest as you continue in.
Just drowning next to him.
Yeah, Riri, you can't go far. You literally go a little bit, to then you're like, yeah.
No, like the mud just goes above my eyes, and I start climbing up on top of Hades.
You're gonna climb on top of Hades?
Yeah.
I mean,
piggyback ride. Let's go.
Hades really does not care. He grabs his staff and plunges it deep in the mud, see if there's a bottom he can hit.
And you sink your staff right in, but it does not reach any bottom. You just feel mud.
Fucking endless, mate. Fucking endless.
Aiden, we're about to die.
What's going on?
So basically,
We're just
Hades is
walking straight into. And I'm just piggybacking. I'm just piggybacking on Hades.
Yeah.
Do I notice any of this?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
guys
you're
definitely
watching.
do.
We just like go as we're just walking to our
around the
deaths.
edge. You see
I'll
these guys
cast
being
Ice Blast.
Oh, there's
Not Ice
also
Blast, it's real
there's
blast.
also like a giant. There's a giant tentacle in like the center or whatever, about 80 feet away from like the shoreline, and it's probably deeper.
I'll cast an Ice Blast so that Riri doesn't drown.
Oh, he's on top of
Hey,
Hades.
quickly.
Oh,
Yeah,
we're definitely drowning.
climbs on
So
top
they're
of
both
it.
doesn't drown.
Oh, we're definitely drowning.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
they're too deep in at this point. They'll have to go all the way back to even be able to lift themselves up.
Yeah, I'll cast Ice Blast right in the middle of the mud so that they can pull themselves in the ice.
Yeah. Are you guys continuing even further in?
It's all up to Hades.
Hades just climbs up on this iced area and starts observing the scenario.
I'm just
I need
I'm just
you
a
to
witness at
roll
this point.
a dexterity save at disadvantage minus 1d8, please.
Do I have to roll that as well?
No, you're on top of Hades. You're fine.
Yeah.
I mean, you can
Oh,
use him
no.
to boost up so
Yeah,
that he don't fall.
can I help Hades? Like just whisper in his ear, like, yo, you gotta go left.
Yeah. Hades gets a negative
6.
2. 2 on that because I rolled an 8 on my 1d8. So a negative 2, and you're trying to escape this, but you can't. You can barely move. Like you'd have to walk all the way back to be able to get out at this point.
Hades just quickly screams, hits the mud, and walks out.
And yeah, you eventually just walk out with Riri just on your shoulders, trying to avoid
They're
them.
just like, wait, we needed to get the javelin back, Hades. What are you doing?
And yeah, you go.
Buy a new one.
Continues out.
Hades just quickly
broke.
turns to little goblin on his back and says, "When did I fucking ask you?" and continue walking.
And yeah, you guys
Yeah.
continue like out
I'm just-
completely. And
Yeah, I'm gonna scream to Hades like, "Oi, my goddamn legs, get him for me for fuck's sake!" Or some shit like that.
and
Okay. Now,
Well, so 2 down, 2 to go.
let's make it more interesting. The moment Hades exits the mud and obviously goes back to the group, he collapses.
oh no. Yeah.
The snake got him.
Oh, no. The snake is at least to be issues.
I guess
Oh.
there's 2 members now that can't walk.
I'm going
Fuck's sake.
to check his possessions.
I'm gonna roll
I
a
can
medicine
heal
check.
him,
Yeah, roll medicine,
I can
please.
heal him, right?
Oh no, I'm gonna get a 0 somehow. 17.
17,
I
he
can-
seems
At
fine.
17.
Heal him?
He just mostly seems exhausted.
I'm gonna check his possessions to see what do he have. What does he have? I'm not gonna take him yet. Just checking.
Hades, what do you have on you?
Lay on hands pool. I don't know what the hell that's do.
Well, on me is just a backpack with obviously everything inside of it, a quarterstaff, and for some reason there appears to be a broken blade just underneath my robe, just kind of in the inner pocket. There's a sort of broken blade and the pouch of mini marbles that was bought at the Shady Merchant.
He got tetanus.
I'll take a mental note, and I'm going to shoot a ethereal ice below the ground, smash the ice, and just lay it on top of Hades.
I'm gonna get off Hades.
Yeah.
Maybe
Hades,
that'll help.
I'm gonna
Hades just
wrinkle
sits up.
cold ice.
Hades just stands up, looks around, and just goes, "Where am I?"
In hell. You died.
In
man.
heaven. Well, I'm your guardian angel and he's your guardian devil. We kind of hate each other.
You are in the deepest layer of hell. Asmodeus is waiting for you right over there.
I'm
Come on,
not
buddy.
that stupid.
No. It's in hell. You're in purgatory right now. You're in a constant loop of your death. In about 5 seconds, you're about to die again.
There's the river of Styx just over there.
Uh,
He just stands there, absolutely baffled, as they try to convince a religious person that he's in purgatory
you're sin,
when
buddy.
he knows what purgatory looks like.
No. You're wrong. In order to get out, you must give us 5,000 gold.
Each.
Yeah, each.
Hades just quickly slaps both of them. Like, nothing hard, not damage, just a quick, just quick backhand. Just a shut up.
Oh, now you're in the 10th layer of hell. You're done bad now. You shouldn't slap a devil.
No, now you're in
Raging.
wait, what's the other one?
What?
The
Demon?
the
demon
the
layer?
demon one. What's the demon one
Abyss.
called?
Abyss. You're in the
Abyss,
abyss.
yeah. Now you're in the abyss.
Yeah, you're in the 99th layer of the abyss.
You're in the 666th layer of the abyss.
At this point, Hades is just looking around, actually wondering where he is. He generally has no clue.
And you guys see Libra just
I'm
come out
gonna
through the
guess-
trees.
Just like seriously looks at him,
Can
just
I
goes,
just
"What's the
grab-
last thing you remember?"
And grab
I
both of
s-
them like mouth and just shut them up.
I
Can do that from
remember.
behind?
Seeing the owl and running away.
What?
Which
Then I
one?
hit something, and then I woke up here.
That's like a day ago, buddy. That's like 24 hours ago. And I'm not lying this time.
Well, that owl.
That's like a whole day.
Hades quickly rolls inside to see if he's, not lying.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
I'm not
roll
contesting.
inside.
Sorry, but you're
Wasn't
not.
rolling inside on
Yeah,
anything
it's
else.
fine
Yeah. Just don't roll a natural one. You're good.
Yeah, you definitely seem like what are you lying about anything?
Nope. I mean, besides the hell thing.
No, like everything you just
Hell thing.
he just
Yeah.
believes everything.
I was supposed to say,
Everything else besides the one day thing.
Yeah. It's pretty much what you
So
believe.
yeah,
now.
it's,
Believe in you.
it's the truth.
Hmm.
What are you actually in purgatory? Are we in purgatory?
Only you. Come on,
Yeah.
you're half here, half somewhere else. One foot
oh
here,
no,
one foot there.
don't worry. Purgatory's lonely.
Just went on and marched you to your death, literally. And begrudgingly comes back and fainted.
And
Yeah, you
Lee-
lost my javelin.
Yeah, you
My
good,
age
buddy?
right now is like having like a religious like crises right now because like I believe in like reincarnation, not purgatory or anything. Just like crossing their arms and like confused.
yeah, and
What do you mean there's purgatory? There's no way. Everyone gets
Wait.
reincarnated, right?
No,
I'm not
there's
a
hell.
religious paladin. Let's go.
No, there's hell. There's 9 layers of hell, and there's
Hades,
kind of heaven. Nah, there's no heaven.
guys.
No, there's
yes, yes, DM,
Yes.
since no one else is listening.
Yeah, Libra was just standing there and trying to get your attention this whole entire time when you guys are discussing this. He's like, hello,
It's religious
guys.
Careful, we're trying to scam someone out of his mortal soul over here.
Guys.
Yes.
Hades just turns to a person and goes, "Who are you?"
I'm
Libra Buck, and I'm the detective that you guys are supposed to be on a job with. Anyway,
You get a memory wipe.
Yeah, he hit his head too hard.
oh. And he's just gonna transform completely into Bucken, and he's like, well, hello, yes, I'm him. Let's get going.
Yes,
and
that's the big reveal.
And he transforms back and he's like, come on, let's keep going. I found a way past. Though I did find something a bit strange on the way.
Yeah,
come
I'm
on.
gonna check your head later on, Hades. I'm gonna do a psyche check.
Hades
Well, I
just.
got a 19. Sorry, I got a 17 on the medicine check.
That's medicine.
But yeah, he
It's
seems
a bit-
fine. He doesn't seem
Goblin-
like he has
goblin
actually had like a
medicine.
sore head.
I got the casting pen and just hit him over the head.
Hades just
Goblin medicine.
thinking. But out of nowhere, he shouts, Oh, for heaven's sakes! After realizing what happened.
So you finally come to the conclusion that you're in hell.
He finally came to the conclusion
No.
he was possessed by an angel who was possessed by a demon.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Now you're in hell.
I would closely relate to him as a demon. He is no angel.
So you're in hell. So you need to pay 5,000 gold
Eh,
to get
I'm
out.
not in hell,
Oh, you're
but
like so you're like Aiden, but with hell instead of the what it's called ethereal realm.
let's just say that he has a tendency to act on impulses.
And as he says it, I go to the ethereal realm to check to make sure if he got any double twin.
Yeah, there's no person in Ethereal Realm.
And I
No
appear back.
twin.
Are there any snakes on that plane? But
Are there?
No?
No.
there were never snakes.
Nope.
Okay, and with that, we've derailed enough. I'm gonna follow
Okay.
Alabro.
Hades also follows, just casually smacking his head, saying, "Get back in, you stupid bitch."
And yeah, you guys
Can
can
I-
quietly follow Liberua and perception check everyone.
Oh no.
Yay!
Yay.
Number
Oh no.
Please be a
14.
good one. Nah, that's a 10.
Hey! I also got a 10.
You have a +5.
Five,
How does the
perception, please.
+1 get the highest?
Five. You there?
Glitch.
just roll it for me.
Yep,
Please.
I'll roll for you. And that's a
God.
7. And
No,
yeah,
no.
Rennie, as you guys are walking past, you notice this small ruins as you're walking past.
Is it surrounded by mud? Are there trees around it?
There's trees, it doesn't seem to be surrounded by much, but it looks kind of intriguing.
Oh.
As it's kind
Just tugs on Libro's like tunic, I guess. Just like look, there's stuff over there. I want stuff.
I look too.
And he just kind of follows you to where you're kind of pointing. You know we're kind of busy, and then he's like,
Well,
Well,
but
yeah,
there could be more snakes. I kind of want to eat some snakes this dinner. I don't know. Like I didn't get any from the last one.
Hades just kind of
Like, I cook a mean snake soup.
There might be treasure.
Hades just casually pats Ruby on the head and says, "Stay from temptations, my son."
Yeah.
Oh.
Liberal's just like looking at the ruins you've kind of showed him, and he's like, wait a second, this could be interesting. I've never seen this before.
Yes.
Never walked
Oh,
past
so
here
we should
a couple
check it out.
times. Yeah, maybe.
The
maybe
festival
we
can
should.
wait. Yep.
You've
let's
seen
go.
it before.
No,
Where?
I haven't.
In like books and stuff?
You have it.
Oh.
Where
sorry, I missed that.
exactly are we in terms of the land?
In
Well,
a swamp.
we're mostly quite far, so like we're nearly at the opposite side of the lake, so we're nearly there. I think we can probably take a bit of time to search this place out, maybe?
Hell yeah. And I walk
Yeah,
towards the
yeah. You can see this kind of
So
old wooden
is this
table
the
in front of you.
thing? Is this the thing on the DM screen?
Not yet.
Okay.
But yeah, you guys see this door in front of you, this old and bulky wooden door.
Okay. Before you head in, wait up
For
10 minutes.
anything, I shoulder charge it.
What
God
was that?
Getting that
What was
one.
that, Aiden?
I want a ritual cast detect magic, but never mind.
14. I break my shoulder.
So you're gonna try and knock down this door, right?
Yeah, shoulder charge directly into it. I rolled a 14. I break my shoulder.
Hey, maybe you
Yeah, this door doesn't go down, but it shifts like really heavily, and you can see it just kind of nearly off its hinges.
Hades just walks over and goes, well, just starts praying, then punches the door.
Yeah, he punches it completely down after Rennie's.
Oh my god, I miss Alaris right now.
And you hear the door go with a bit of a crash. And do you guys want to have a look over at the DM screen for a second?
Already looking.
The see it on stream yet. I haven't got it sorted. And you guys have the door, and as you start walking through, who's walking through first?
The person who punched it
Hades,
down.
right?
Yeah, Hades, you're walking through
Yeah,
first.
just punches it, goes into the praying hand position and walks in.
So Hades,
Third.
this is you over here, and as you walk in, you see obviously this weapon rack to your right, a chest, some stairs that lead downwards, and what seemed to be this sort of cabinet with a small rat on top of it, and in front of you, two skeletons and an orc stand in this ruined building. There's rubble all around.
Skeletons of what? Can I see what skeletons they are of? Do I know?
They just
Like,
seem
can I
to be
discern what I have to
really
make a-
regular skeletons. They're all grimy. They're wearing some old armor. Got some old arrows just kind of stuck in them.
Is the orc breathing as I walk to?
Is it?
Well,
You're gonna walk through and into there as well.
since
Now, Laraf, this is you over here. So that's one
And
dude.
no, Aiden.
Aiden, sorry. Keep messing it up. And who else is walking in?
I'll walk in, yeah.
So, yep.
Glitch and
Mary,
reading.
you walk in over here, and by... Oh, yes, you are over here.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot to do that one. And by, you're going to walk in as well. With Liberal.
Yes.
By, you're going to go and walk in with Liberal.
Yep.
And over here, this will be you, By. And Liberal is going to chill out in the corner as you guys kind of face these
Yeah.
skeletons. So
is the orcs breathing or moving?
Is it a statue?
yeah, it's moving. They're all moving, and they've just slowly begun to turn and look at you guys. And everyone roll initiative.
Okay, they are
One
charging.
attack first. God damn it.
21.
21.
17.
Ooh, fun.
18.
Yes. High initiative. Bye.
Good.
Initiative.
What do I do with that?
I'm gonna waste my turn. It's gonna be really
next
funny.
to-
Okay.
Roll it.
Next to armor class.
Roll it for me, damn it.
Yeah, bro. So that's 6 plus 2.
So is each square 5 feet?
Each square is 5 feet. We'll just go with that for now.
Okay.
What's
and
what's the
let me roll
detective
for
initiative?
I could go straight
Yeah,
down
one.
to the stairs
Oh, what's
and
the
disengage
detective
as a
initiative?
bonus action.
GM? So I'll write it down.
Give me a second. I'm still writing down.
Is there
down
any
initiatives.
birds?
No.
No birds that you can see.
There's a
Phew.
crow out. There's a crow outside.
9 plus.
Yeah, I can hear.
When I get chance to wild shape into a flying creature, I'm gonna fuck with Hades so much.
10.
Well, you could turn into an emu, right?
So what?
That's land based. An emu or a kiwi.
Have you seen
Right,
it
but-
before? Because I believe you can only wild shape into something you've seen.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
true.
got a wild shape into what you
And
see.
I'm mostly in the ethereal plane,
Okay.
so
So
maybe
first-
an ethereal plane.
I mean, he
It just goes to D&D Australia.
What's the detective or initiative? Or
17. Ready?
okay.
Skeleton
I
1
rolled
is
a
3,
21.
Skeleton 2 is 11, Orc is 12.
Yep. Okay.
Renee, it is your turn first. So what are you doing?
Okay. I want to do something dumb, but what's on the weapon rack?
There just seems to be a couple shields, some mostly rusted weapons. There's a spear, there's a sword, an axe. They're all fairly rusted. As I said before, it's kind of a ruined place.
Your dumb quota has been filled. Don't do it.
I know I'm doing the dumb thing. Okay, I run over to what's the thing to the right again? Is that a chimney?
There's like a chest over here to the right where I'm
Oh, no,
pointing.
sorry, I meant left. Oh, sorry, invert. It's inverted
Yeah,
because
inverted from where you came in. So this over
Sorry,
here
yeah.
is a
Bookshelf?
cabinet.
a cabinet. Okay.
Yeah.
Is the cabinet 10 feet tall?
It's around 8 feet.
Okay. That's poor skeleton.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna run over to the bookshelf and then shove it at the skeleton.
You're gonna run
Because
over to the cabinet.
I need to do the cabinet, yeah.
Yeah.
And just shove it at the skeleton.
Roll strength,
Because
please.
that poor child needs to die.
I mean, it's not a child. Maybe it's been dead for like 100
Maybe
years.
who knows? Who knows? Okay, who knows? It could still be like you don't know. 100
Right.
might be young and
So you're
It's a
raging?
13.
We're gonna
It's a
do, roll-
13. Yeah, I am. It's gonna end really badly.
Yeah, you knock over this cabinet,
Yeah.
and the skeleton just
So-
kind
so-
of
so-
moves
so.
out of the way as it falls down.
What a bit.
Flat.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say I'm gonna be out at like 10 minutes.
Okay.
Be back in like 16:45, 49 ish. So yeah,
Yeah.
you can do it like half and half. Like just call on my phone and just play D&D on my computer. I'm gonna try that too, if I can.
Okay. And so Renee, you've walked over and pushed this down. So yeah, what are
You should
you?
fail.
Is there anything else you're doing, Renee? That should be your action and nearly all your movement.
And your bonus action.
Yeah, and bonus action because raging. That's everything, I think. Well, it's 15 feet. Actually, I'll use the rest of my movement because I only move like 15 feet, right?
You've
I'll
only
use the rest of
moved
my move. Yeah,
1, 2.
I'll use the rest of my movement to run over to the Orcan second skeleton.
Okay, which
getting in
direction
combat.
are you going? So
Yeah.
you've got around 10 feet. So just one.
Just
around there.
I'll go to the right. Sorry, to the right.
So round about there.
Yeah, just there, just to guard everyone, I guess.
Okay, and next would be Hades' turn. What are you doing?
He's just gonna look around the room, kind of observe.
And yeah, you just quickly see him knock over
Oh my
the
God.
cabinet. And yeah.
Attack, goddammit.
He just sits down, starts meditating.
Oh
yeah,
my
where are you
God.
sitting down, Hades?
Exactly where he was standing.
Yeah, you're still standing right at the door. And next is Aiden's turn.
I'll look over at Hades. Fucking monks. And I aim at the orcs and cast guiding bolt using my star map. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, do you need hit for that?
Yes. Let me also hit. Fuck, that's a 10.
10, and it goes streaking towards the orc, but it just quickly brings up its shield, and all the bolts kind of blast straight into it.
Alright, then I'll use my bonus action to use my starry form and use an arrow, archer, I mean. And I'll shoot at the skeleton.
Yeah, roll
And no,
that.
I'll shoot at the orc too.
So, who are you attacking?
I said the orc, so 11
Okay, the
below.
orc. And yeah, you shoot at it, and it just kind of takes it all in its stride with bringing its shield up to block.
Damn it. Alright, then I'll use all my movement to kind of go to the right,
Yeah, you're gonna
to
go
like
this way?
the wooden thing. No, I'm not gonna move forward. I'm gonna move. Yeah, I'm gonna strafe to the right.
Strafe to the right, so this way.
Yes, but I'm not gonna move forward.
Okay, so just this way.
Yeah, that's it.
So around about there.
All my movement. Yeah. And that's it. I'll not turn there.
Yep, and Libra is going to make his turn, and he's just going to fire off an ice knife at the skeleton. And as he goes to shoot it off, he completely whiffs it, and it goes right past it
God
and
damn it.
crashes into the wall.
Shitty rolls.
Agreed. And bye. It is your turn.
Try pulling Hades and just moving. Like, just trying to pull Hades up.
You're gonna try and pull Hades to his feet.
Yeah.
Roll contested strength, both of you, if you're gonna try and
Yeah,
resist
alright.
Hades.
You got it.
Strength, alright.
Well,
Mm.
22!
22, and he quickly just punches
Oh, fuck.
Hades, this massive guy, right to his feet. And Hades, what are you doing is by just quickly, he walks over to you and drags you to your feet.
he just turns and just says, "Give me a minute," and then just goes back to meditation.
For fuck's sake! No, we're doing this together.
Don't worry. As he said, give him a minute.
A minute is 10 rounds.
Not literally a minute, dumbass.
You said a minute.
He's casting Layman's tiny hut. It'll be great.
And yeah.
No, he's preparing shattering paw. Don't worry, guys.
This orc has decided it's had enough of everyone just like chilling out near this entrance, and it is going to take out its javelin from its pocket, and it's gonna throw it at, let's go, Riri. It's gonna try and shoot at you, and does a
Your
12
range.
hit.
No, that's very unfortunate. No, it doesn't hit.
No, you see this kind of
I'd like it to hit. That'd be great if it would.
And it goes right past you into the wall and just clatters to the ground. And as its bonus action, it is going to roar at the rest of you, and it's going to try and roll intimidation. And that's a nat 1, so 3. So everyone roll charisma.
Saving
Charisma
throw,
saving
check.
throw?
Just charisma.
So what? A check
so
or a
check
save?
or saving throw?
So just check, please.
Okay, a check. It's the same thing for me anyway. I got a 14.
And yeah, you,
No, it
you
would have
guys
been funny if I rolled a 0.
are not really intimidated by this small little orc just trying to challenge you guys to a fight. And Skeleton 1 is going to move forward, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and he's going to attack a certain Aiden. And I assume a 19 would hit. So it's going to take out its short sword and slash at you for 3 damage, and it's like, Wah! Directly at Aiden for 3 damage. As it slashes directly into your shoulder, and you can see this small little slice right in there. And Skeleton 2 is like, yeah, I'm not having the greatest time, and he's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, and he is going to attack Hades, and he takes out his scythe and slashes at Hades, and he deals.
Technically, Hades is prone.
He deals 6 damage to Hades.
Oh, it's still within 5 feet of me, isn't it? I don't get the reaction attack, do I?
No.
You're not engaged to begin with, right?
Yeah, it would have to move out of your feet, and it's.
Yeah, it'd have to move out of range. Yeah, that's what I said.
Oh, that's your character.
Yeah. I lost rage.
No.
Oh no.
Very
Okay,
sad.
now Rennie, it is your turn.
Yeah,
Okay. You lost rage.
Yeah, I lost rage. That's what I said. I hope that javelin hits. So just looking back at the javelin flown into the wall, I'm gonna just look at him and go, "Oh, you like javelins too," and then charge at the orc.
You're gonna charge at the orc. Okay.
Charge at the orc. We're still doing stupid stuff. Let's go. Yeah, we're just gonna do a normal attack with the great axe.
Yep.
That's a 10.
A 10.
No.
And
The
you go
orc
to
is
strike
so-
at it with your great axe, but it completely just kind of
Oh wait, sorry, it's
dodges
disadvantage. I could get lower. Oh yeah, I got an 8 actually. Sorry.
as you move, and it just completely dodges, and you don't hit it whatsoever.
I'm gonna
And
be
next,
on a call,
is
so I
Hades.
will do some shit.
Yep. Next is Hades' turn.
Yes. After getting hit and not breaking meditation, he quickly opens his eyes and with a very warrior-like scream, he just quickly punches the skeleton twice.
If it
Okay.
hits, it's a crit, right? Because it's bludgeoning.
Yeah, roll to hit.
Yeah, and it's a crit. Come on. If you hit
So I'm basically
12?
gonna be on call.
12, it's a skeleton.
12,
That could hit,
and
yeah.
that does not hit, and
What?
you're making 2 unarmed strikes, correct?
Yep.
Yep.
Come
roll to hit
on.
again.
God damn it, man.
Fuck you,
And
bitch!
you finally
Wait.
land a nat 20 and you give him a good wallop to the face. And
Is that
that's
a triple
bludgeoning
crit?
damage, so
Yeah.
double
a
the
triple crit.
damage
am
and
I
double the
doing?
die.
What am I doing?
So that is 7, and that's times 2
7.
bludgeoning, so that's 14
Fuck
damage
am
as you slash
Yeah.
right into the skeleton and one hit KO it completely, taking it down from
Yo,
the ground.
yo.
Take your
Where
daily
am I?
medication,
Where
kid.
am
Meditation, kids.
Yeah, it just falls to the ground and lays there still.
Naru
And
just turns back and gives a thumbs up.
Hades,
After completely missing the orc. Yes?
Yeah.
you're doing anything else?
Yes. He's gonna charge straight towards that orc.
Yep. So 5, 10, 15, 20,
Don't forget the skeleton I missed with a.
and 30. And yeah, get right across the room, attack the orc. And is that the end of your turn?
Yep.
Aiden, your turn.
Guiding bolt again at using my star map at the orc.
Yeah, roll to hit.
Come on, man. I haven't used guiding bolt in a while. What? No, that's damage. Never mind. Don't mind you. That's a 13.
Yep, that hits. Beats it, and your guiding bolt dashes towards the sort of orc and slams it for a total of 16 damage, completely disintegrating it in the process.
Oh, it's dead?
Yeah, you guys keep rolling really high on these.
I should not.
Okay.
I should not have raged.
And then I'm going to use my bonus action to attack. Is the orc still alive? Or is it dead?
The orc
It's
just died.
dead. You destroyed it.
Okay, so then I'm gonna attack the skeleton
Yep.
with my bow.
Okay.
Come on.
Roll
It's
hit.
disadvantage, right? Wait, no. Actually, no. I'll. Should I? I'll do it. I'll move 10 feet out. So yeah, take a swing. I'll move 10 feet away from it. So I don't have a disadvantage.
So you're going to move 10
So I
feet
take
away
a
from it,
swing.
and it's going to make an opportunity attack as you move out of its
Yeah.
reach. And that's
I'll
3,
risk
and
it,
it
come
misses
on.
as it kind of takes its scythe and tries to
Yes!
slash it at you.
Alright.
And you just jump right over it and backflip
Mm.
10 feet away.
Then I'm gonna use a bow. And bow is that's a 10.
10, and you
The
and
bow's
you
a
fire
miss.
this bow at fairly close range, and it goes right into the wall, right between a couple weapons, and it stays stuck there.
I'm gonna say, detective, come on, finish it off.
I guess I'm finishing it off, aren't I? And he just goes ahead and he shoots this ice knife at the beast, and he's like, 7 damage. I told you guys I'm not good at combat. As this ice knife kind of digs into this skeleton's shoulder, just breaking off some of its rib cage, and it's still standing, just going. Rock.
I can see that now.
Yeah,
Come
so
on, you beat Alara.
I'm not great. I told you I wasn't good at combat. And Libra was just gonna chill there, but the skeleton is, I believe it's the skeleton's turn. He's gonna waltz
Yep.
up to Alara, who's just decided
Oh, Alara?
no, he's gonna move out, and he's gonna take his side.
Aiden.
And Aiden, I keep doing that today. I keep messing it up, and he's gonna go like slashing at you,
What
and
a
for
haze.
3 damage.
Ah. God damn it. I have a high fiber.
Yeah, they ain't doing well with their attacks today. And yeah,
No.
it would be Bai's turn, but he's gone. Let's go to Rinny. It's your turn.
Okay then. So
Is
I
3
can
the
just
minimum
make.
damage?
Huh? What was that?
Is 3 the minimal damage if it hits?
Oh, never mind.
It
Okay, I'm
keeps-
still here,
yeah,
but like
is.
there's another call right now. So like,
Okay.
I'm still here. Okay, what's my
keeps-
turn?
Oh yes, so Riri, yeah.
It's
Basically, one
glitches
skeleton
here.
alive.
So turn.
Yeah, I keep rolling ones.
Mm.
Being really
Glitches
Glitch.
here.
Just
Glitch, it's your turn.
roll everything for me, please.
Yeah, you're just gonna attack the skeleton.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
And you
Injury
come
check?
up behind it and give it a good slashing for. Oh, I can't see damage, and my mouse has decided that no. How much damage does it normally do for your weapon attack? Glitch?
The
2d6
plus something.
plus 2. Is it plus 2 or plus 6? 3.
It's strength mod, so plus 5.
Is it 5?
No, I thought it would
Her
be
strength is 20.
Oh,
My
it
mouse
is?
just-
Oh, okay, yeah, then 2d6 plus 5.
Yeah, 2d6 plus
So yeah,
5.
2d6 plus 5.
Yeah, he quickly just kind of strikes out using his great axe and cuts the skeleton in two as its bones kind of crumple to the floor. And the party is left just kind of in this room with these dead bodies
And
all
then-
laying around.
Okay,
I turn right
walk
and
over-
loot the chest.
I walk over to the shelf and see if there's any books, and then throw one at Alara. And then
No.
Alara, the
No.
chest is locked as you go to look at it.
God damn it.
Bye, can you just
If
put the
only
mute
we
yourself?
had a rogue.
It's Aiden.
Yeah.
It's Aiden.
And I didn't.
Also, you.
Yeah.
Ah, there.
What are you
So
gonna
it's
do with
locked.
this locked chest?
I'm gonna use Ethereal Blast to freeze the lock and whack it with my staff.
Yeah. Roll to hit.
What's my staff? And I'll cast guidance on myself.
Yeah.
Well,
It's an attack roll and ability.
and I'm gonna use the blunt of my dagger and hit it instead. So that's a 20.
Yeah,
Go
and you
ahead.
manage to just kind of break off like a small piece of this lock, and it takes you a little bit of fiddling with it, but you eventually grab this lock off. And as you open the
I'll
chest,
open the chest.
you kind of see this strange little creature sleeping within this chest, and you find a couple of gold coins in there, just two, as you open it up. And this strange creature, it's kind of blue with sort of these little fins of pink up the side, and it turns up sleepily to look at you as you open this chest.
Can I make a nature check to see what it is exactly?
Roll nature.
And I'll cast guidance on myself too.
Yep.
Oh my god, that's nearly a natural 20. God damn. That's a 8. I don't know what it is.
Let me get up the page for this real quick. And you're not entirely sure what this thing is, but It's very small and it has these beautiful blue butterfly-like wings and a barbed tail.
How big is it? Is it the palm of my hand or bigger?
It's mostly like it fits just in the palm of your hand, and it starts giggling at you as you watch.
Hey there. I'm going to wait. This might not work. I'm going to ritual cast speak with animals on it.
Yeah, it definitely does not work to speak for animals. And
Hmm,
what language are you
not
going
an
to try and
animal.
speak into it?
I'll speak in the was it the Fey language? And I say, hey, can you understand me?
You
I
mean
speak in
Sylvan?
Fey and Common, both that words.
You mean Sylvan?
Yeah, Sylvan, that's it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
please
I'm
try
gonna say
first
Sylvan
common.
and Common.
It doesn't respond to common, but as soon as you start speaking Sylvan, you hear it sort of going, hello, as it just kind of looks at you.
What are you doing here in a dungeon, little guy or girl? I don't know.
Treasure! I love treasure. Treasure. Treasure is nice. Treasure is bright.
You wouldn't happen to be related to a goblin, would you?
Goblin?
Uh,
Goblin, goblin,
Yes.
goblin. Ooh, a goblin? I might remember
Yes, a
that.
goblin.
Goblin, goblin, goblin. Hmm, sorry, doesn't ring any bells. And it kind of grins, and you can see its
So
sharp teeth as it does so.
I'll make an insight check. I'm not believing a thing this motherfucker says. I'll make an insight check and I'll cast guidance on myself as well.
Yeah.
14 plus 4. That's an 18. Is it
You
lying?
It has some sort of inkling of the truth in it, but not entirely the truth. And meanwhile, Riri, you're searching through this sort of cabinet, and inside you find a strange bow. It takes definitely a little bit of fiddling, a little bit of breaking to get inside it, but inside of this sort of cabinet you find this strange bow.
oh, and there's nothing else in the cabinet.
Nothing else. Just this strange bow.
Ah. I walk over to Aiden, like sort of talking to the thing, and just point up to him. Hey, I got a replacement. You want this?
Wait, I'm just talk to someone. What is it? What,
Riri's
what
got
is it?
this
No, I do
Repeat
have.
strange
the
bow.
last 1 minute. Strength
Yeah,
go.
bow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
It's
do I see
Oh,
the Do I see the teeth? Do I see the teeth?
Yeah, you see the teeth of this little
Uh,
strange creature.
can I talk in Goblin to it? Like, hello there.
It just hisses at you.
the goblin says hello. I speak in Sylvan.
And Riri, you just see a bunch of hissing as you hear this sort of melodic voice as these two creatures are communicating. And aka Aiden and this little strange fae. We're just gonna call it a fae for now. And
Okay,
it
and with
says
that, I'm gonna leave the bow next to Aiden and
Hello.
walk over to the javelin and grab it.
and it just says hello. Well, hello.
Oh, he says hello too. I speak in common language. And then I'm gonna ask so what are you exactly, little guy?
My species comes with many names. Some people like to call us mini dragons, but we're called fairy dragons for a reason. And it just kind of flies up
Oh,
and sits on Aiden's shoulder and just kind of lazily blinks at him. Yes.
so what do you eat?
Hmm. Food. Meat. Meat is nice. Meat is great. Almost as good as
Then
food.
I'll I pull out a piece of gold and give it to the little creature.
Yeah, and you can see it just kind of grabs it with its mouth and then just kind of uses its tail to pick it up and just inspect it. It's like, ooh, gold. Yes, gold. Gold is good. Very good. And it just kind of, it jumps over to your other shoulder, Iden, and sits there just peering at the gold.
And I'll give it meat also for my ration.
Yeah, you pick up your little rations and you search in a little bit and you take out a bit of dried jerky and you kind of pass it over to it and it's like, food? Me? Food? For me?
Of course. Who else?
Thanks. And it just quickly snatches the meat out of your hand before you can say no to it and just quickly chugs down the meat. And meanwhile, Hades, what are you doing?
A while ago, you said it was a small rat, didn't you?
What was that, sorry?
What are you
Earlier,
saying?
earlier, didn't you say it was a small rat? Like when we entered? Or am I crazy?
Yeah,
It's a staircase.
It jumped off kind of where it was in the cabinet and ran over to the corner and just kind of disappeared out like a hole from the stones of the ruins.
Well, with that, Hades has nothing to do, so he goes downstairs.
Yeah, and you go downstairs.
He's just leaving everyone behind.
Yeah, and let me just change.
I'll join Hades, but before, yeah, I'm gonna ask the creature. Do you know what's down there, little guy?
Yeah. I haven't really been down there. It's a little bit strange. I don't really think there's much in this place. There
Well,
could
maybe
be
there's
something a little
treasure.
bit more interesting though.
Oh,
Maybe
well then
I don't know.
one way to find out is I
And they-
walk down to.
And Libera's still checking upstairs, and you guys head down the stairs, and you come into this small room just in the corner here. And Hades, you're down first, and the little fairy dragon's still just sitting on your shoulder. And Iden, you also eventually come down as well, and you two come face to face with a door.
Well, Hades, you seem to be an expert at doors. As I walk back up and let him do the thing.
Yes, I do. With no hesitation, Hades punches up the door, aiming for its weak points.
Yeah,
needs
you
a
go to
rogue.
punch this door and it just swings open. This door was not locked. However, it was actually open. And inside this room, it's fairly empty, it's dark, it's damp, it's cold. But as you two enter in the room, you guys see this strange beast with wings just standing in the middle of the room. A coffin and a book behind it.
As I lock the door before he comes in, so he doesn't attack me with anything,
Yeah, you're gonna close the
and
door.
I talk to the dragon. Do you know what that is? Yeah, I'm not gonna let really in.
I think it was alive at one point, and it kind of raises its voice as if it was not sure.
Well, one way to find out as I walk carefully closer.
And yeah, I believe that is where we shall be ending the session today.
Damn, this is a cliffhanger us.
Yeah.
Yes, unfortunately, a
Come on,
cliffhanger.